everyone! Welcome to our travel guide. Today, we are visiting Seattle, a beautiful city in the northwest of the United States. Seattle is in the state of Washington. It is near the ocean and big mountains. People call it the Emerald City because it is very green. Why? Because it rains. But don't worry, the rain is usually light. In the summer, the weather is perfect. It is sunny and not too hot, about 25 degrees Celsius. In the winter, it is cold and gray, but it rarely snows. Always bring a jacket and an umbrella. There are many famous places in Seattle. Let's start with the most famous one, the Space Needle. It looks like a spaceship. You can go to the top and see the whole city and the mountains. It was built in 1962 for the World's Fair. At that time, people wanted to imagine how the future would look. On the first level of the top, there is a glass floor called the Loop. It rotates, turns, very slowly. You can walk on it and look down at the city under your feet. It is exciting, but a bit scary. Seattle sometimes has earthquakes or strong winds. The Space Needle is very safe. It can stay standing even during a very big earthquake or a hurricane. Because it is very tall, 184 meters, lightning hits the Space Needle many times every year. But don't worry, it is designed to be safe during storms. Next, walk to Pike Place Market. This is one of the oldest markets in America. It is very loud and fun. You can see flying fish because the workers throw the fish to each other. At the entrance, you can see a giant bronze piggy bank. Her name is Rachel. She weighs 250 kilograms. If you put a coin in Rachel, the money helps local people in need. It is good luck to rub her nose. Most tourists don't know this, but there is a secret garden on a rooftop. It is a quiet place with flowers and vegetables, and you can see a beautiful view of the sea. Because the market is very old, some people say there are ghosts. You can take a ghost tour at night to hear spooky stories about the buildings. Near the market, there is a famous street called Post Alley. This is where you find the gum wall. It started in the 1990s because people were waiting in line for the theater and got bored. Do you like music or movies? Then go to MoPOP, Museum of Pop Culture. The MoPOP is one of the coolest museums in the world. The architect, Frank Gehry, wanted the building to look like a broken electric guitar. From the sky, it looks like many colorful pieces on the ground. Inside, there is a giant sculpture called If 6 Was 9. It is a tall tower made of more than 500 musical instruments and 300 guitars. It is incredible for photos. There is a huge room with a giant screen, one of the biggest in the world. They use it for concerts and special movies. They call it the Sky Church because the musician Jimi Hendrix, who was from Seattle, loved that name. In this museum, you don't just look at things. In the Sound Lab, you can play drums, electric guitars, and keyboards. You can pretend to be a rock star for a day. If you like scary movies or aliens, there are special rooms with real costumes and masks from famous Hollywood films like Star Wars or The Terminator. Finally, visit the Waterfront. This is the part of the city that touches the sea. You can see the Great Wheel, a giant Ferris wheel near the water. The view at sunset is amazing because the sky turns orange and pink over the ocean. The Seattle Great Wheel. It is one of the biggest in the USA. It has 42 cabins with air conditioning, so it is comfortable in summer and winter. The Seattle Aquarium. You can see a huge window where divers swim with sharks and salmon. It feels like you are under the ocean. The giant octopus. Seattle is home to the giant Pacific octopus. They are very smart animals, and you can see them at the aquarium. Wings over Washington. This is a flying theater. You sit in a chair that moves, and it feels like you are a bird flying over the mountains. You can even smell the trees. The fireboat. If you are lucky, you can see a special boat called the Chief Seattle. It sprays water high into the air like a big fountain. If you want a cheap boat trip, you can take a ferry from here to Bainbridge Island. It is the best way to see the city skyline from the water. Are you hungry? Seattle is famous for seafood. You must try the Clam Chowder. It is a hot, creamy soup with shellfish. It is perfect for a rainy day. Another local favorite is the Seattle dog. It is a hot dog with cream cheese and grilled onions. It sounds strange, but it is delicious. Also, Seattle is the home of coffee. The first Starbucks is at Pike Place Market. There is always a long line, but it is a classic stop for tourists. Seattle people love small, local coffee shops too. There is always something happening in Seattle. In May, there is Northwest Folklife, a big festival with free music and dancing. In the summer, you can go to Bumbershoot. It is one of the biggest art and music festivals in the U.S. In April, if you like flowers, you can drive a little bit outside the city to see the Tulip Festival. Millions of colorful flowers cover the fields. It is beautiful for photos. How do you move around Seattle? It is very easy and you have many choices. Link Light Rail. This is the best way to travel from the airport to the city center. It is fast and cheap. It costs about $3. You can also use it to go to the university or the big stadiums. The Monorail. This is a very famous fast train. It only has 2 stops, Westlake Center, downtown, and the Space Needle. The trip takes only 3 minutes. It is a fun experience for tourists. The Orca card. This is a special card for all public transport. You can use it on buses, trains, and even some boats. You just tap the card on a machine and go. You can buy it at the stations. Walking. Seattle is a walkable city. In the city center, many attractions are very close to each other. But be careful, there are many hills, so it is like a little gym session. Ferries and water taxis. If you want to see the city from the water, take a ferry. It is a big boat. It is cheap, and the view of the skyscrapers is the best in the world. Bikes and scooters. You will see many green or orange bikes and scooters on the streets. You can rent them with an app on your phone. It is a great way to explore the waterfront. Seattle is a city of nature, technology, and great food. It is a place where the forest meets the city and where the future meets history. Before you leave, don't forget to take a photo with the skyline and try some fresh salmon. Whether you love hiking in the mountains or drinking a perfect cup of coffee, this city has something for everyone. We hope you enjoy your visit to the Emerald City. Thank you for watching our travel guide. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more travel tips. Have a wonderful trip and see you in the next video.